Hey guys, it's your girl Kiinko, and welcome to the second episode of Unfolded, a lyrical breakdown series where I take you behind the meaning, the bars, and the mindset behind my music. This time, we're diving into Blastoff, the second installment in the trilogy. This is one of the most loudest, boldest, and brazen tracks. This one doesn't ask, it takes.
Full of heat, cocky declarations, and playful vulgarity wrapped in precise trap cadences. Wordplay flips through chess references, Greek life, and anatomy, with slick punchlines, pause-heavy setups, and rhythmic elasticity. It's arrogant because it earned it. The energy on this one is triumphant, aggressive, and unapologetic.
Let's get into it. We're going to start with the intro. Now, if you see me looking off to the side, it's because I have notes here to make sure I'm hitting all my key points. So, this is a powerful build-up. Watch me is a direct command. I'm demanding attention and emphasizing that what's coming is explosive and worth seeing. It sets the tone of self-assuredness and momentum right from the start. So I'm calling on the haters, I'm calling on the strangers, I'm calling to the general public or potentially fans one day to just watch me, look at me, pay attention. It's like summoning rights. With that being said, we're going to transition into the first verse.
Okay, I got them serving that heat now. Like the plug outside dealing the street now. Read a bitch to a Greek, not a cute dogs in me like them letters your chapter get D now.
So in this section I said, I got him serving that heat now, like the plug outside dealing the street ounce. This line means that rappers and other artists now want to really push their projects. They want to push their craft. They want to push their work because they see basically the grind and the hustle and just the pure devotion behind what I have going on for myself. I'm serious and I go hard. So it's like I'm the one who's putting belt to ass, no slack in visuals, lyrics, and production qualities. Like I'm raising the bar and people recognize that I bring real value and work ethic into the game. I'm your motivator is what I'm basically saying. And then serving that heat, delivering fire as bars. Plug outside dealing the street ounce references, the drug dealer supplying quantity and quality. So it's a metaphor for my music being a hot commodity on the streets. All right. Read a bitch to her Greek, not a cute dogs in me like them letters your chapter get denounced. So read a bitch to her Greek. It refers to calling someone out or gagging somebody so bad, all the way down to her organization's core, her sorority identity. Now, the Q dogs of me, the Q dogs are members of a black fraternity called Omega Psi Phi. And they're coming after me because of how badly I'm exposing a member of the Divine Nine of their collective. So then I said, like them letters, your chapter get denounced. So this uses the Greek letter system as a metaphor. It's like her sorority chapter, her legacy, her standing, her reputation. It's effectively getting canceled and revoked, and her chapter gets closed in this book. So it's all love to the Divine Nine. This just sheds light on all the black organizations in general.
I'm shitting them niggas, I'm eager to flush. Yeah, gonna slum make a puke out of guts. Who got it eating? You play like a CD. I been ate this shit, they ain't talking about us.
This part gets really, really hyped up. So I said, I'm shitting them niggas, I'm eager to flush. It's like I'm excited to basically stun on these niggas. When I step on the spot, I'm gonna show y'all up. Gagging the slut make her puke out of guts. So in ballroom slang, gagging means to shock someone or to leave someone completely stunned. So it's like taking their breath away, basically, like they're speechless. So here, me, the speaker, I'm gagging the slut by overwhelming her. It's comparable to the intense physical reaction someone might have during oral sex, hence the explicit imagery. So make her puke out her guts is the reaction to that intense shock or overwhelming force. Who got it, Edie? I'm questioning, like, I literally referred to eating disorders here, posing the question to highlight that I'm mentally and physically balanced here without issues processing or taking in what's necessary. Like, I can digest it, I can take it. So I'm like, you play like a CD. I'm comparing my opponents to a CD player. It's repetitive, predictable, and I'm implying a lack of intelligence and originality on their end. I've been at the shit they ain't talk about us. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. And I really hope that my craft and my passion shows y'all that this is not a facade for me. So, and I was like, I'm asserting that the competition is irrelevant. It's no longer worthy of discussion or consideration. You can't even put me in the same sentence as them. Like,
Gotta bounce, catching a flight out of town. Don't pivot, I travel a bounce. Checking the king on the board with a bishop. You not in position to fuck with me now.
ooh, I know y'all feel that. I said, I gotta bounce, catching a flight out of town. So my flow starts getting like swingy. So this expresses a swift exit or departure from my current place or situation. This signalizes urgency and control. I'm catching a flight, I'm rising above, and I'm moving to new opportunities, physically and metaphorically elevating myself beyond my current environment. Master manifestation. Don't pivot, I travel, I bounce. So this is really clever. In basketball, pivot means to turn or change direction while keeping one's foot planted. Often a controlled move. So I'm saying I don't pivot, reject small adjustments or staying within confines. Instead, I travel out bounds. I'm stepping beyond the legal play boundaries. So this is basically a metaphor for breaking rules, going beyond the limits, and taking bold, unrestricted action, which literally represents the entirety of the song. Then I said, checking the king on the board with a bishop. Get into this. This line uses chess as a metaphor for strategic dominance. Checking the king is a critical move that puts the opponent's king, the most important piece, under immediate threat, forcing their attention or moves. The bishop is a chess piece delivering the check, symbolizing a precise, calculated strike from an unexpected angle. Right? Following up with that, I said, you're not in position to fuck with me now. So this declares that the opponent is out of alignment. They lack the proper position or power to challenge effectively. So in chess terms, being out of position means that they're vulnerable, disadvantaged, reinforcing the idea that my strategy has cornered and outsmarted them.
I don't got doubts, I got bitches that hate. I know you watching me hold you straight. My little cousin gonna tell you the truth. I've been in the booth since back in the day.
We're gonna finish out that first verse, and it says, I don't got ops, I got bitches that hate. This is literally the truth. It asserts that I don't have no real enemies or ops. There's only jealous and resentful people who dislike me, but they're not a challenge. They're really not nobody to me. So it basically distinguishes the true motherfuckers that really would be competing if to mere people who are miserable. I know you watching me hold you straight. This acknowledges awareness of being watched or monitored by others. I'm basically checking their temperature, trying to see if they have a problem or not. So then it says, my little cousin gonna tell you the truth. I've been in the booth since back in the day. This emphasizes my credibility as a writer and a rapper. And it's basically saying that my own family can co-sign and tell y'all that I've been doing this since I was young. I've been doing this ever since I figured that I could. And just my dedication to music in general. And then we get into the hook.
I'm a blast, we gon' make it blast. Roll the clip and flash, fill the jet and dash. I'ma make it last, we gon' make it last. About to drop a smash, nutty on my mash.
So the hook works as a confident hype anthem. It's full of energy and movement. So while it's mostly straightforward and uses imagery like fill the jet and dash and roll the clip and flash to symbolize launching into success and grabbing the spotlight, it's about celebrating a powerful rise and making sure everyone knows that this moment in time exists and we share it together. It's like if I win, you win, you win, I win. We together, it's family. And I really wanted to embrace that. And then we go ahead and get into verse 2.
I never stood for the freaky shit, only saying this for the benefit. Couldn't ratio my fellatio, spit it nastier than an eater, bitch.
Let's go. I never stood for the freaky shit, only saying this for the benefit. This declares that I don't make sexuality the centerpiece of my music or as an artist. Instead, my work has deeper layers and substance beyond the surface level shock and sensual appeal. And it's like the words that follow are not just, for shock value, but they serve a greater purpose. It sets up the next bars with intent and meaning. So when I say couldn't ratio my fellatio, here fellatio equals oral sex and ratio means to measure or manage. So these are metaphors for lyrical skill and delivery. Others cannot measure up to or handle the way that I spit. Spit it nastier than the eater, bitch. Eater is slang for a woman who performs oral sex. This line uses sexual slang to express how much harsher, rawer, and more intense I am.
Mic check, 3-4. My performance at a fever pitch. I been hard, fuck a blue diamond. I'm a reptile, they gon' stay on dick.
I know y'all felt that oomph in that. You can't deny that you felt that. All right. So, mic check, 3-4. My performance at a fever pitch. So, this sets the stage like a live show warming up, right? The energy and the intensity are at their highest, ready to explode, like that of a male who is aroused. So then I say, I've been hard. This is my toughness, my resilience, my credibility again as a rapper. It refers to the previous line. Then I say, fuck a blue diamond, rejecting artificial boosts like Viagra, implying that my skill is not manufactured, it's all natural, not enhanced. I'm a reptile. Reinforces the previous line. They gonna stay on dick. They're gonna be worried and focused on what I'm doing all the time. You see how I just bridged all of that together to complete that bar.
Feeling wired up, turn on the radio. Heard you want that static, so I'm ready, ho. It's the boogeyman and I'ma wipe your nose like a snot rag after a heavy blow.
Feeling wired up. This conveys both hiding energy and an electric charged state, ready to ignite action. Turn on a radio. Symbolizes being broadcasted, connected, and amplified like electricity transmitting power and influence through airwaves. Heard you want that static, so I'm ready, ho. This static plays a double role. Interference on radio waves and conflict/tension. I'm primed both to create and to handle disruption. It's the boogeyman. Listen here. The boogeyman is not just a frightening figure, but it's a pun on booger connecting to the nose imagery. This adds a layer of clever wordplay, blending menace with humor. I'm gonna wipe your nose. Beyond the violent metaphor of taking someone out of this lifetime, this also refers to wiping someone's nose like cleaning up after a sneeze or a heavy hit, like a snot rag. After a heavy blow. Heavy blow is literally a sneeze or a heavy blow, like you hitting somebody. You see where I'm going here?
Get in the pocket, I'm holding them linemen. I'll sack when I tackle my bounty. My looks could kill for days, you know the prettiest boys come out of that county.
Don't get in the pocket, I'm holding the line, man. This line is packed with football wordplay. Don't get in the pocket warns opponents not to invade the protected zone around the quarterback, right? Holding the line, man. Cleverly plays on the term lineman. The football players who protect the quarterback and control the line of scrimmage. This signals strength, defense, and commanding presence. All sack when I tackle my bounty. Continuing the football imagery, all sack means aggressively taking down the opponent behind the line of scrimmage. Tackling my bounty. My bounty could be my goals. It could be you. It could be something. It really don't matter. Whatever it is, the target gets hit with relentless force. My looks could kill for days. This is just braggadocious. It's a confident declaration of my physical appearance. You know, the prettiest broads come out of that county. This is like confirmation. This is certified because I said it. I'm saying that all the baddies come from the county. No shade to the city, but they call us bougie and sedity. And I'm basically showing y'all that just because I come from the county doesn't make me any more or less legit than someone who came from the city that does this thing called rapping, or looks wise, whatever you want to call it.
G-O-A-T, Capricorn into the big horn. You rapping niggas really on the cop trying to talk nuts when you ate corn.
G-O-A-T, the greatest of all time. Capricorn refers to the zodiac sign, symbolized by the goat, reinforcing natural-born leadership and power tied directly to the goat concept. To the big horn. This is the double meaning. Literally the goat's horns, and metaphorically blowing one's horn, boasting loudly, being proud and prideful. Then I said, you rapping niggas really on the cob. It's a pun on corn of the cob, calling these rappers corny and unoriginal. And I said, trying to talk nuts when you ate corn. This plays with talk nuts. They talking crazy. They talking like they out of their mind. And corn as a pun on acorn, linking back to nuts. This implies my opponent's bravado is ironic because they're just acorns, small and insignificant compared to the mighty goat.
Youngest in charge, I'm the big homie. I don't take orders, I make them. Y'all only take cash, should've told me. Say you want a boy, give me a steak 'em.
Youngest in charge, I'm the big homie. So this just acknowledges my youthful authority. I'm the boss despite my age. I'm 21 at this moment in time, but I'm moving like somebody who's tenured and who has all these ages upon their life. I don't take orders, I make them. Nobody is coming around here telling me what to do and how to do it. Now, I'm a great listener and I know how to follow rules and directions to get things done, but that's what makes me such a boss, is that I mastered those skills. Now I'm in a position to call those shots. I said, you only take cash, should have told me. This is so playful. This basically is me at a restaurant counter like, dang, I only got my card. Y'all don't carry cash? Say, runner boy, give me a steak 'em. This suggests the Manny the weak link, you know, the runner boy, to fetch me food. Steak 'em. Now, if you aren't familiar with that, it's the box that you get in the frozen food section. You fry it up in a pan. You can make Philly cheesesteaks. It just further plays on the restaurant idea here.
Front of the camera like, wait, get a good angle. Hair down my back, but I had to chop it. Tangle,
So to finish up the second verse, I said in front of the camera like, wait, get a good angle. This is just another playful scene that basically centers me as the attention. And then I said, hair down my back, but I had to chop it. Tangled. So this references the Rapunzel story, where her long hair is cut and she loses all her magical powers. I said this because I went from the long silver wig and count up to having a bob and Blastoff. Very simplistic. And then you got the hook to repeat. Then we get into verse 3.
They say it costs to be a boss. I can't afford to be subordinate. Watch them count me out for years. That I can't hang with them like ornaments.
I said, they say it costs to be a boss. I can't afford to be subordinate. This is a double entendre from the start. The classic phrase, it costs to be a boss, means leadership requires sacrifice, But I flipped that, saying I literally can't afford to settle for less. Subordination isn't just undesirable, it's unaffordable. Watched them count me out for years, said I can't hang with them like ornaments. Here I'm addressing the dismissal, doubt, and underestimation that I faced and will probably continue to face throughout the duration of my career if I continue to rap and make music. Constant scrutiny. Can't hang with them like ornaments. This is a slick visual bar. Ornaments hang, usually for decoration. And they basically saying that I can't be around them. You know, it's okay. They told me that I wasn't good enough to occupy their spaces and that I couldn't sit with y'all. But it's all good. I made my own way.
A mansion in the hills, so they can't track me on my coordinates. Now these fuckers wanna feature. How ironic, that's unfortunate.
And I said, need a mansion in the hills so they can't track me on my coordinates. I want to be off the grid. Someday when I make millions to billions of dollars and I settle down with my family, I want to be evolved beyond the surveillance and gossip of the public. You know, I want to pick and choose when to share my lifestyle like Rihanna and Beyonce. You know, I want to succeed so well that I've been privileged with a new sense of privacy in a house on a huge piece of land. Y'all don't need to know what's going on. Then I say, now these fuckers want to feature. How ironic, that's unfortunate. This is a clean pivot from rejection to revenge. Those who slept on me now want in. The irony hits hard and it's unfortunate because I'm not impressed. You remember how you moved. And, you know, when I wanted somebody to take a chance on me, nobody did.
Kiinko, what you heard? That brown skin from the birds. That weirdo bitch lighting candlesticks with them tarot cards and them herbs.
I said, I'm Kiinko, what you heard? That brown skin from the burbs. So this is me reclaiming my identity with pride, celebrating my blackness, and I'm not ashamed of where I come from, the suburbs. I'm flipping any assumptions that my origin makes me less authentic, like I stated a while ago, and I'm proving that to you guys. Then I said, that weirdo bitch lighting candlesticks with them tarot cards and them herbs. I'm reclaiming the weird, unique, and like the negative, I guess, background that spirituality has now accumulated over the years due to a mass increase of popularity over social media, you know. I'm lighting candlesticks, tarot cards, and herbs. This is spiritualism. This is mysticism and intention setting. Not only in my personal life, but I do it throughout everything that I do, including my music. And I'm not ashamed of it. And I'm saying, like, yes, I move with magic, and that doesn't make me odd, and it doesn't make me any less than. It makes me unique in the best way, and I'm proud to be.
Herbs, cut your ticker off, no more merging over. It's my turn when you gon' learn that even if you put your glasses on, you not seeing me. You should believe the blur.
I said, cut your ticker off, no more merging over. It's my turn. I'm done letting people merge into my lane and leech off of me. Stay over there. You don't get passes anymore. It's my turn. This is ownership. I'm taking up the space now and I'm making it known. I don't need your permission. When you gon' learn that even if you put your glasses on, you're not seeing me. You should believe the blur. Cold finish. Wiping my hands with them. Even with correction, the glasses, you still can't see Kiinko. I'm too advanced. Too multidimensional to be understood through regular lenses. So you should believe the blur. You should see what's right in front of you regardless. This is a warning that this is who I really am. And what's blurry to others is crystal clear. And then we get into the outro.
Yeah, never came in last, nigga. Yeah, I said you blast, nigga. Yeah, never came in last, nigga.
That finishes up everything. So I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to the second episode of Unfolded, a lyrical breakdown series. Be sure to tune in by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Keep up with me because you never know when the next drop might hit. Hint, hint. Follow me on Instagram at Kiinko. Love you guys.